Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, grab those key nuggets of knowledge, and help you get genuinely well-informed, fast, and hopefully, with enough good humor to keep you listening. Today, we're diving into something pretty profound, spiritually speaking. We're looking at excerpts from Knowing Me is Freedom, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Now, this chapter, it's described as a major spiritual unveiling. It's where Krishna really starts to, reveal himself fully, clearly, divinely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And our mission today really is to get a handle on what it means to know the Supreme personally. We're trying to move beyond, just the philosophy. We're aiming for that deeper kind of realized truth, something that actually changes how you see things.
Yeah, and there are some incredible concepts packed in here that we're going to unpack for you. First up, there's this really crucial difference between jhana, intellectual knowledge, and vijnana. That's more like realized wisdom, experienced truth. The text has this great line. You can read about honey, but tasting it, that's vijnana. We'll definitely get into that. Then there's Krishna's presence everywhere as the source of everything and the essence of you, sort of the hidden thread holding it all together. We'll explore these amazing lines like, I am the taste in water, the light of the sun and moon, the sound in space.
Right? These powerful declarations.
And we'll tackle Maya, too, this idea of a divine illusion,
Yeah.
how it makes the temporary seem ultimate. There's that other vivid image. You are more than the wave. You are the ocean. And I am that ocean in you.
Such a potent analogy.
We'll also touch on why not everyone sees this truth easily, how desires can kind of steal our understanding. And finally, we'll look at the 4 types of people who approach the divine, why the wise one is considered the dearest.
Because they love without motive.
Exactly. So get ready for, hopefully, some surprising insights and maybe a few aha moments. We'll try not to overload you. Okay, let's dive in. Chapter 7 kicks off with Krishna basically saying, if you know him completely, all your doubts vanish. What's the first big idea the text gives us for achieving that kind of knowing?
Right. This is fundamental. It's the distinction between jnana and vijnana.
Yeah.
So jnana is, like you said, the intellectual stuff, knowledge from books, talks, things like that. It's important. Definitely the first step.
Yeah, like learning the theory.
Exactly. But vijnana, that's the next level. It's realized wisdom, truth you've experienced. The honey analogy nails it, doesn't it? You could describe honey perfectly. Its color, source, sweetness.
Yeah, you could write a whole book about it.
But until you taste it, you don't really know it. That direct, personal knowing, that's vijnana. Krishna is essentially saying to Arjuna and to us, go beyond just reading the menu, taste the food, experience the divine directly.
That tasted idea really sticks. It makes so much sense. So how does the text suggest we start moving from just, reading about it to actually experiencing it? And what is it that Krishna reveals we're meant to realize?
Well, right after setting up that Jnana Vijnana difference, the text tells us who we come to know this way. And Krishna isn't presented as some, far-off God. He says very directly, I am the source of everything and the essence of you.
Wow. So not just the creator, but the actual essence.
Precisely. The text stresses he's the inner thread that holds it all together. Everything, from the stars above to the breath within. It's incredibly encompassing.
So the big insight here isn't just that, okay, Krishna made everything. It's that experiencing anything truly tasting honey, feeling the sun, is actually a direct encounter with the divine. That totally reframes everyday experience.
It does.
And those examples you mentioned earlier hammer it home. I am the taste in water, the light of the sun and moon, the sound in space, the ability in humans. It sounds like this massive revelation hiding in plain sight.
That's a great way to put it, hiding in plain sight. It means the divine isn't out there somewhere, separate. Krishna is the fundamental reality, the essence within everything, every sensation, every natural law, every quality.
It all comes from him.
It all stems from him. He's the fabric of creation itself, not just the tailor. And that's why the Gita says, out of thousands, few strive for perfection. And of those, only a rare one knows me in truth. We get caught up seeking things in the world.
Right, the objects, the experiences.
When Krishna is asking us to seek the source, which is right here, in the world, in us. So the divine isn't something you acquire, it's something you recognize is already there.
Okay, that's fascinating. But if Krishna is everywhere, the essence of everything, why is it so hard to see? Why don't we all just walk around perceiving this all the time? Is this where Maya fits in? The text calls it a divine illusion. What does that mean?
Exactly. This is where Maya comes into play. And divine illusion is key. It's divine because it's part of the cosmic setup, an energy of Krishna's, not some evil force working against him. But it is an illusion. It creates this sense of separation, makes us forget our true nature.
How does it do that?
It makes us identify with the temporary stuff, our bodies, our thoughts, our shifting desires and fears. We mistake these fleeting things for who we really are, for the ultimate reality. That wave and ocean analogy is perfect here. You are more than the waves. You are the ocean, and I am that ocean in you.
Ah, right. The wave thinks it's just a wave.
Yeah, it feels separate, rising, crashing, temporary. It forgets it's actually the vast, unchanging ocean. Maya makes us feel like separate waves, forgetting we're the ocean, forgetting our connection to the divine that is the ocean within us.
So it's like getting totally sucked into a really vivid dream. While you're in it, the dream feels completely real, absolute. Even though you're the dreamer, and it's temporary compared to when you wake up, Maya makes us mistake the dream for reality.
That's a very good way to think about it, yes. A powerful veil.
Okay, so Maya causes this forgetfulness, this confusion between the temporary and the eternal. And the text also says something like, people whose knowledge is stolen by desires worship lesser things, forgetting the highest truth. So our own wants and desires are actively clouding the picture.
That's a crucial point the Gita makes. It addresses that question. If the truth is everywhere, why don't more people see it? It suggests our attachments, our constant chasing after material things or fleeting pleasures, they effectively steal our higher knowledge. We get so focused on, the next shiny object, the next sensation.
That we miss the bigger reality.
Exactly. We overlook the enduring truth right in front of us, or rather within us. Krishna isn't necessarily condemning it, but he's pointing out this human tendency. We settle for, let's say, a sip of pleasure when an entire ocean of truth and bliss is available. We mistake the reflection for the real thing.
It sounds a bit bleak, but then the text offers some hope, right? It talks about 4 types of people who do approach Krishna: the distressed, the curious, the seeker of wealth, and the wise. Could you break those down a bit? And why is the wise one considered so special, dearest?
Yes, absolutely. And it's important that all 4 are welcome. Krishna acknowledges all these paths towards him. So you have the distressed, they turn to him, seeking relief from suffering. Understandable. Then the curious, they're driven by wanting to understand, by intellectual questions.
Seeking knowledge, the jnana part, maybe?
Perhaps initially, yes. Then there are the seekers of wealth, or artha. They approach him for worldly success, prosperity, help with goals, and these are all valid starting points. Through these motivations, people can start building that connection. However, the wise one, the jnani, is called dearest.
Why? Yeah, why them specifically?
Because their love, their seeking, is without ulterior motive. They aren't asking for relief or answers or success. They seek Krishna simply for who he is. They've begun to realize, or fully realize, that he is all that is. The Gita says such a soul who comes to this realization after perhaps many lifetimes of searching is very rare.
Wow.
Their connection is based on pure love and this dawning realization of unity. It's a profound level of spiritual intimacy.
This chapter really is, like you said, an unveiling, an invitation. Our deep dive today into Jnana Vijnana Yoga, it's really unpacks so much about knowing the divine, not just intellectually, but truly.
It really has. And if we were to distill the core teachings from Chapter 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, they hang together beautifully. First, Krishna is the essence behind everything. Not separate, but right here, within.
Okay, number 1.
Second, true knowledge isn't just learned from a book. It has to be realized experience. That's Vijnana.
Right, taste the honey.
Third, Maya creates illusion, keeps us identifying with the temporary. Surrender, devotion, helps us see past it.
See more clearly. Got it.
Fourth, while many seek God for help or gain, the truly rare one seeks him simply for love, for truth itself.
The wise one.
And finally, the path combines things. Devotion, yes, but also knowledge, and this clarity of heart that comes from seeing things as they are.
It's powerful to think this isn't just abstract theory. It's meant to be lived experience.
Exactly. The chapter's call is quite direct. Know me, realize me, and you will know peace. And the journey isn't about finding something out there. It's about coming home. Coming home to the divine that's already here in your breath, your mind, your soul.
So maybe a takeaway for you listening is to just take a moment today. Apply this. Maybe feel the warmth of the sun. Really taste your water. Notice the sounds around you. And just consider for a second the essence that Krishna speaks of within that experience.
That's a perfect way to practice Vijnana. And here's a final thought to maybe mull over, something to integrate. The one you seek is already seeking you. And related to that, the divine is not far away. He is you.
Wow. That's definitely something to sit with. Okay, so next time we're moving into chapter 8, and Krishna tackles a really big question.